put on a 20-minute little program here that would just kind of show a little appreciation for Mom, and also some of the things you can get a vision of what she does at work. So, and what she has to deal with. So we put a couple different skits together with some other things. So first of all, earlier you saw some pictures of Mom's retirement party here at the VA hospital. It was very well attended here by a lot of people showing appreciation. And what you found is that Mom touched a lot of lives here at the VA. So there were so many different individuals that Mom has touched. And one example too of her, I was emailing back and forth to a friend of Mom's, her name is Karen, and just thanking her for her pictures. I just said, hey, thank you much for helping Mom send a picture to me. And her response from Karen was, well, Betty, or Mom, or Betty is like a mom to me at work.
Yeah. And
so that's what she replied in the email, and that was really cool. So I sent her an email replying back saying, I know exactly what you need. So, you know, what we found is she has touched so many lives here at the VA. So many are very appreciative of her care. And I even thought about opening up here an open mic for all those at church that Mom has helped here for any medical needs. But then I thought the last thing everybody wants to hear is about Jimmy's rash again. So we decided to table that for a later conversation. Thanks, Jimmy, for volunteering. I appreciate that. There's 10 other people here, but I chose Jimmy to use. So first of all, we're going to start with my sister could not make it here. Linda and the Isaacs could not make it here. And so they put together just a little video clip that we're going to show right now. So give me a minute to set up while we do that.
Well, fair. Let me tell you, I have seen it all. I've seen it all. Taking off mag socks. Woo! Wow! It's not all. So I will travel through snow, rain, or ice. Okay, so ice is not so nice. It's caused me to be a patient myself. And let me tell you, that's not so good for my health. If at work the weather gets bad, don't worry, I'll just call Dad. I've got spare clothes in my car, and for many years, Grandma Sarge didn't live far.
So weather couldn't keep Don Holst from work. If patients didn't arrive, sometimes that was a perk. She'd spend those hours doing all her alerts, trying to stay up on her patients' hurts. Some have said she has done her job so well, some patients chose to linger around a spell. Because they know that Betty will bake for their 90 plus birthdays a grand old cake. Happy birthday! Good job.
Sometimes the bureaucracy has given me strife, but my patients have brought such joy to my life. So with my PD&J, off to work I go, in my old blue coat.
Okay, wait a
So
minute.
they can see everybody
Okay.
as they're going to watch the video later on. Hello, Amy.
Okay, on 3.
It's
first of all, I was actually surprised that Mom asked me to be the MC for today's party. After what happened at the 25th anniversary when I told that deer hunting joke, that was about the grace of God and this stick. And I want to thank Craig for the only guy laughing at that joke. And so, since it didn't go over very well, I've been practicing the delivery. Unfortunately, you see Mom's look in her face now. We will continue on with the program and save the joke offline. Craig will tell it to you later. And we'll have Michaela. And Addie Wilson going to do the number.
The story with Brianna and the Christmas cactus needle, that was something Betty couldn't fix. I don't know if you remember a few Christmases ago when we had the blizzard and there was no traffic advised and they closed the interstate on Christmas Day. That was the day that Brianna stepped in one of Betty's Christmas cactus needles and it hurt painfully bad for her. And so Brad decided to take our pickup and take her to the emergency room in Sioux Falls, and we were kind of watching the news wondering if we were going to see this red Ford pickup with a 61 license being picked up by the cop for illegally bypassing the gates or the barricades, but everything turned out okay. I know that some people might say some things later, but while I'm up here, I'm going to take the opportunity just to make a few comments. I was able to be at Betty's retirement party from the VA on Wednesday. The auditorium was filled with her patients, with VA workers, both current and retired. It was amazing. I had asked some of the other VA workers at the retirement parties are normally like this big, and they all said there's never been a retirement party like that ever before. It just spoke so well of what a caring professional person she was at the VA. I also know, and I think I can speak for my siblings, that she also was a family doctor. We, ourselves, and my siblings, I know, have gone to her for many consultations on lots of things and gotten advice on medical issues, from is this strep throat, can you look in his ears, to how do you get this high blood pressure down, right, Jim? Anyway, I'm hoping, Betty, that you're still going to be willing to see us as family members yet, because we'll probably need it.
The charges will go up.
Charges are going up, she says. More important, though, to me has been her spiritual guidance from early on in my life. She's been a spiritual mentor. When I was 7 years old, I asked Christ to be my personal Savior following Bible lessons she had done at Bible school. It was because of what Betty had done, what she had said, and how she lived her life and led me. I know she's led many others to the Lord. And as she said this morning, she's not going to retire from the Lord's Word, for which I am so appreciative of that. I can vouch that I'm guessing for probably everyone here, at one time, she has prayed for you, because she is a true prayer warrior. Thank you, Betty. Congratulations. You'll be able to have something that most of us workers will not have when Monday morning comes. You can have a smile on your face.
As we mentioned before, Mom has helped a lot of people. If you got a chance to read the paper here, there was in a Thursday paper, Mom served a panel of over 1,000 patients. And some of you may ask, how can she help 1,000 patients? So the Lennox Independent here wanted to make sure here that they were printing factual information. So they sent an investigative crew, I've got this recorded here from them, investigative crew to the VA hospital, and here's a glimpse of Mom's workday to see how she can serve so many patients.
Oh, every day. took some airborne, they would be better. Choice.
Doctor, am I going to die?
You know what? That's going to be the last thing you do.
Doctor, everyone keeps ignoring me.
Next!
Doctor, my back feels like a deck of cards.
Deck of cards. I'll deal with you later.
Doctor, I don't know what's wrong with me.
Have you had this before?
Yes.
Well, you got it again.
Doctor, how long do I have to live?
Oh, you'll live to be 40.
But I am 40.
See?
Doctor, everyone keeps ignoring me.
Next!
Doctor, I have insomnia.
Try not to lose any sleep over it.
Doctor, my friend's doctor told him he had appendicitis, but 2 weeks later he died of heart failure.
I tell you what, don't worry. If I tell you you have appendicitis, you'll die from appendicitis.
Doctor, I think I'm a dog.
Doc, how long have you had this problem?
Ever since I was a puppy.
Oh, okay. Why don't you just lie on the couch?
I can't. I'm not allowed on furniture.
Okay, then we'll make sure that you get all your shots and don't go chasing cars.
Doctor, I hurt everywhere I touch. My knee, my shoulder, even my head. What's wrong with me?
Let me see. I think you've got a broken finger.
Doctor, I had a dream last night. First I was a wigwam and then I was a teepee.
Just relax. You know, you're just too tense.
Doctor, last week you told me to drink some orange juice after a hot bath.
So how'd it go?
I haven't got to the orange juice yet.
Why not?
Have you ever tried to drink a hot bath? Doctor, I brought my son in 2 hours ago because he swallowed a silver dollar. What's his status?
It says no change yet.
Can you, I got a cactus needle stuck in my toe. How much will that cost and how long will it take?
That would be $300 in about 5 minutes.
$300 for 5 minutes of work?
I could work a little slower if you want me to.
Doctor, what's the matter? You look puzzled.
Me? I can't figure out what's wrong with you. But I think it's the results of heavy drinking.
Oh, okay, no problem. I'll just come back when you're sober.
Maybe I was drinking too much of this colon cleaner hot sauce. But you know, I gave some of this to one of my patients, and after he had some with his eggs, he could instantly remember his wife's name.
Doctor.
Oh, it's you. I have bad news for you. You have only 6 months left to live.
But I won't be able to pay my bills inside the next 6 months.
Okay, I'll give you another 6 months. I want to tell a little bit of a story here.
Here, the downside of being a nurse practitioner is that you have to expose yourself to a lot of ailments that come around. Mom was sick once in a while. And so the skit is about that.
Hi, I'm here for just a physical checkup. My annual trip to just say hi.
Welcome to the Feel Good Clinic. We're so glad you're here. I'm going to give you some paperwork. You can fill this out for me and have a seat. We'll get to you in just a few minutes. You sound horrible. Well, I'm glad you've come to the Feel Good Clinic. We're going to have you feeling better and no. Take this, fill it out, we'll get right with you. Oh, don't forget
Actually, I'm feeling much better.
Thanks for coming. Have a good day. Bye.
Hi, you guys in the doctor. I was horrible beach.
You have a nasty looking rash. Where have you been?
I don't know.
Oh, you definitely need to see the doctor. I'm going to have you fill this out. Have a seat, and I hope you feel better.
I got that done.
Thank you.
I think I can.
Your rash is gone. That looks great. Thanks for coming to the Feel Good Clinic. Have a great day. You too.
Nurse, I don't feel good at all.
Oh, you look horrible. Oh, you're going to have to take this and fill this out. Have a seat. We'll get you in there super food as soon as we can.
I feel much better right now.
That's amazing. Well, thanks for coming.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Yeah, you too. Bye. You need to see the doctor right away. Have a seat.
All right, thank you so much. This is the end of our first part of the program, but I know Mom has a few words that she would want to share.
I just want to make sure they're done. I have a story to tell, and it happened at Brad's in-laws' 50th wedding anniversary. And we are there visiting and just kind of going through getting through the line and introducing ourselves and congratulating them. And somebody comes up to me and puts his hands, both hands on my shoulder and said, "You're my doctor." wife and he said, he looked at me because he kind of knew I had a blank stare on my face. He said, you didn't recognize me with my clothes on, did you? True story. I'm going to ask Lee to help. I have some gifts for my neighbors, but I just want to say thanks for coming to this special day, and we have this special acknowledgement to our neighbors. I invited them under the guise that they do not have to eat my dust on the gravel roads. So, Lee, would you get those packages out of that green bag there? And if you would give one of those to the Kerwin Hahn family. Fred and Clarice, are you here? Oh, there you are. They get one too. You didn't get as much dust, but I'm not real. It was from the east, maybe. So, and also for Greg Conkin and Craig Holst. They give those gifts, and you can open them up there. You might wait till everybody gets theirs there. Okay? Have a very, very, very special gift for Bill Nielsen. So you can just get your curiosity up while we wait for Lee to come back. The air has been much cleaner since. I think it's that blue bag. You might bring it over. I can feel it. This is a special gift for Bill and Mary, but I think Bill is the one that needs it. Bill started a saying that I was not very proud of Bill. But you see, there's sometimes in the winter these gravel roads, when they get icy, they are worse than riding on the blacktop. They are. They just pull you right over, you know. And so after I went in the ditch 2 times and had to call Lee and say, come and please pull me out. Guess who went in the ditch? Bill. And so he called up Lee and he says, I did a Betty. He has a chain in there. I like it. At all times. You know, Dave has been my car mechanic. And I don't know if you have noticed since I got rid of my blue Buick that they are not dressing as well. They don't go on as many deer hunting trips and stuff anymore. They are hurting financially, people who are close. And so he does have something in there. If he wants to pass it around, I think the people here would be glad to help you out. Have you got to the back of that, or you still there? So if you want to pass it around, we got a little bit, just add to a little bit, because since I traded my car, I don't think they might know who we is anymore. All right, now this might be news to some of you, but I need Elliot. Okay, it's coming back. Your daddy needs it. All right, so this is probably something that you don't know, but Lee has decided this is his last year of farming. I think, Lee still runs really good. He's got so much energy, you can't believe it, but his equipment is as old as Lee, and it doesn't run as good. So after he put the nozzle of the combine into a ditch one last time, he thought, this is, yeah. So he has asked Brian Holst to farm his land, but I think Brian is going to be needing a little bit more green equipment. And so if you want to give that to Brian, I will have Brian open that since his helper has left me. Brian, for somebody that doesn't know about what green equipment runs, so green.
He has that red stuff, I
He
suppose.
has the red stuff.
Yeah, that's
Well,
bad.
anyway, that brings us to the close. To the rest of all of you, my church family, even I have a very, very honored guest here today. I want Norris Larson and his son to stand up. They came from Jasper, Minnesota. He is my patient, my very last patient that I saw at the VA. And I'll have Lucinda Nelson stand. She is going to be one of the 2 nurse practitioners that are going to be joining at the VA. And she's still finishing her school, but she has already been employed and will be starting in January. So thank you to all of you and my church family who've encouraged me along the way. I don't want this to be a day about Betty, but about God and about what He can do when you let Him use you. So really, I just give God all the credit for having me stay at a job this long, because I didn't think I could do that when I started out. So thank you to my family. I'm not sure who raised those kids, but they did live with us. And to my sweet sister, who always has plenty of ideas to add to any kind of a party. So they add a little levity to the day. So blessings on each and every one of you. Speaking for Lee and myself, we love you all. You're very special to us. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
That would be the end of the program. You guys are welcome